National anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
Okay, apparently I got muted again. Not sure exactly how that happened, but we're getting ready to rock and roll here once again here from Chicago. Streets of Chicago, that is. In about 5 seconds, the drivers will be taking the grid. Alrighty, and our starting grid here for tonight as it comes up. It's going to be Jared Stone there and first. Joey Lamb second. Dylan Moosley there in third. Caleb Ramsey in fourth. Matt will be starting in fifth tonight. AJ Cruz in sixth. Inside row number 7 is Nathan Lafayette. And to his outside in the eighth position is Curtis Eckert. Ryan Milburn in ninth spot. DJ Maddish there in 10th, and Chris Isaacs there in 11th. Decent turnout here for a road course race this evening. As all the drivers fire off and get ready to roll. There you see that Porsche pace car out front. I believe it's a Porsche. It looks like it's a battle of Ford versus Chevy here. And we already got one down into the fence a little bit, it looks like. And that was Ryan Milbum. Excuse me. He's trying to work his way back around here. Working through the grid here. We'll see if we can finally get this to come up. And how about this? All right, so we got the ticker, but you guys do not have the roadmap that I do. Interesting that doesn't want to show up. It's interesting. Not sure what's going on there. We got all the drivers coming down through the stretch here. Pace car brings them through a 90-degree left-hand corner. Then we go through another 90-degree right-hand corner with a little bit of a dip in the middle of this straightaway. I'm not exactly sure what the names of these corners are. They're coming through corner 11 and around through corner 12. I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Green flag. And I'm not sure exactly how they have this ridded out, but we are coming down into the first 90-degree left-hand corner. And we're going to come up here and make a right-hand corner into yet another portion of the racetrack. And it's going to be Stone out there out front as they come down through the streets of Chicago here in a 45-degree straightaway, kind of as they come around up here to another 90-degree corner. And like I said, Jared Stone out front, Dylan Moosley there in second, AJ Cruz third, Joey Lamb there in fourth with Matt there in fifth, Caleb Ramsey in sixth, Nathan Lafayette in seventh, and we got 19 of DJ Maddish going around. And he's going to get it picked up and back underway here as they make it through that corner. And he looks like he's got some connection issues. Ryan Milbom there in 9th position, currently riding around in that number 96. Here in the number 8 machine here tonight for Racing Paints, one of the league sponsors here. As they come down here into the corner and around. He's looking okay for the moment. Nathan Lafayette moved up a spot here as he gets around a couple machines, and looks like we got some cars trying to battle closer to the front as Joey Lamb and Caleb Ramsey, I believe, were trying to close in on one another. There you see that Mad Duck Racing, Joey Lamb machine, that number 81. AJ Cruz sitting there in the third spot, and the number 57 as they roar down here after the finish line into that 45-degree straight, and then the hard 90-degree right-hander down coming to another 90-degree left-hand corner. Almost similar to a figure 8 style racetrack, just we're racing a little differently. Instead of racing figure 8, you kind of make the 90 degrees at the center point of the racetrack. We got another one. That's Caleb going around, it looks like. Maybe not. I'm trying to see who's all has problem. I know I can see Nathan Lafayette had issues. We'll take a quick replay of that. I see Nathan Lafayette having issues. Matt having some issues as well. We'll see Matt having issues coming into this corner. And at number 35, and gets a little loose. Try to collect it. Does not quite get it collected enough. And Lafayette having more issues. And we'll take another quick look at Lafayette here. Coming down the straight. It looks like he's going to end. Well, I'm trying to see where he's at on the racetrack. He's got some problems there with the race car. And there's the double zero. Not sure who that was parked up there. Back live racing, though, and it is going to be Stone still out front. Dylan Mosley trying to chase him down there in that second spot, but he's got a bumper full of the 57 of AJ Cruz as they work here into the other right-hand corner here as they work around Curtis Ecker in that number 8 machine on pit road. Nathan Lafayette on pit road. Kind of keep an eye on the top of the ticker there, and you'll kind of see where we're at. And good-looking number 35 there for Matt. As we head down here in the corner, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I want to say they're coming through corner 9 right now into corner number 10. And as they come around, he's going to end up making it and getting a little loose as he shoots it around there and into corner number 11, coming down to corner number 12, back towards the start-finish line, and corner number 1. Now, if I'm getting these corners mixed up, please let me know in the comments. As you see the 35 of Matt working his way through the field, there's AJ Cruz in the second spot. And he's currently coming across the start-finish line. Well, no, sorry. He's coming through corner 5 right now. Up here to corner number 6. Dylan Mosley there in third. Jared Stone still controlling the race out there in front here on lap number 4 of 50. Joey Lamb here in fourth, and at number 81. Caleb Ramsey rolling around in 5th tonight in that number 5 machine. Watch that wall. It sticks out a little bit there. And there you see the number 19 of DJ Maddish. He had some issues early on tonight, but back running strong again after getting that car underway. There you see Jared Stone still leading the race. AJ Cruz coming off the corner as well as they come back around to the start-finish line. And the 00 of Nathan Lafayette is sitting here almost ready to go a lap down, coming down here into the corner as Jared Stone, the leader, is catching on him. Dylan Mosley now on the pit road. Here at lap number 5, Joey Lamb in 4th, going to come around and maybe take over that 3rd spot as Dylan Mosley enters pit road, and he does. He's now moved himself up to 3rd as he's got around. Joey Lamb did crash. Doesn't look too serious, though, as he is still running around the track here. Matt ended up crashing here. We'll see if we can get a hold of Matt. Matt took a big hit here. Take a replay on this one. Try to see what exactly happened to Matt here as the front end of that machine is all tore up. We'll see here as he comes around the corner. Gets through there, okay. It must be this next corner that he just messes up something. And he just, oh man, what a hit. And ends up sending that bumper up and over the spectators. As we're here at Streets of Chicago, so not sure where that front bumper ended up, but it is gone, and it has gone bye-bye. And now DJ Maddish having some more issues as well here in the race tonight at the Streets of Chicago. He not sure exactly what happened to him. We'll see if we can catch it here. As he's been having some connection issues here for me. And ends up locking it up, and not sure if he wanted to lock it up like that or what was going on. But we still got Jared Stone out front leading the race here tonight. And I want to thank all the viewers who are tuning in right now to watch the Fleeger Farm TV network and bringing you the NOMA TV and SBGN, as well as we see Matt getting that car repaired, getting a new front clip on there. AJ Cruz still trying to chase down Jared Stone, as Joey Lamb still running around in 3rd with Caleb Ramsey there in 4th. DJ Maddish currently sitting there in 5th, still having some connection issues. Matt coming back out again there with that number 35 machine on that Amtrak painted Chevrolet. He coming back down here into the corner. And Jared Stone in that number 13 still doing what he can to hold on to that front. AJ Cruz there in 2nd. Joey Lamb there in 3rd. Caleb Ramsey in 5th. Dylan Mosley in 5th. DJ Maddish 6th now. Brian Milbom there in 7th. Nathan Lafayette there in 8th. Curtis Ecker there in 9th with Matt in 10th. Everybody doing all they can here tonight. To try to hold on to everything they can. Coming down the hill there, Jared Stone and AJ Cruz there in 2nd. Those two are still your front runners, kind of almost running away with this at the moment, as the next closest driver to them is the number 81, and he is about 2, maybe 3, almost 4 turns back, as you'll see the gap here coming across the top of your screen any moment now. There you see Stone out front. The 57 of Cruz, he's at 2 seconds back. Lamb is 27 seconds back from the leader, and Ramsey is 43 seconds back. So it's a very wide, spread out race here right now as everybody's going on trying to make their way through the corner. And if you only had the ability to see the track map as I do, you'll see how spread out everybody is. Everybody in a different corner almost, as everybody's trying to make it through the race here tonight. And there you see Lafayette down one, Ecker down one, Matt's down one, Isaac's down and out. I think Isaac may be race control, but unpositive of that. As we got Jared Stone still leading the way, AJ Cruz second, Lamb back here in third, running in that number 81 machine here tonight. As he is out of Macclesfield, North Carolina. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Caleb Ramsey in the number 5 machine. Running around here tonight in fourth. Dylan Mosley in the number 24. Currently sitting in fifth. Ryan Milburn. As he's coming around the corner. And that number 96 machine. Nathan Lafayette. He's a lap down as we saw. Currently sitting in seventh in that 00 machine. Having some issues here out of Dyersburg, Tennessee. Curtis Ecker back here in eighth in that Racing Paint number 8 as they come down here into the corner. Matt Burke in ninth. After struggling there and sending that front bumper across the parking lot or across the streets here of Chicago. And he's got it fixed back underway, but he's got a back full of Jared Stone. Well, no, that's not Jared Stone. Who does he have at his back? Trying to figure that out. As that is the Pennzoil number 24. So that's Dylan Mosley coming around him now. Took me a moment to find that driver as we're still going around the racetrack here. It is Jared Stone out front, AJ Cruz in second, Joey Lamb in third, and Caleb Ramsey fourth. Dylan Mosley in fifth right now as everybody's working it out. All right, pardon that small interruption, but I just needed to get something to wet my whistle here. As I've been doing a lot of talking and needed something to kind of get in dry mouth sitting here broadcasting tonight. All right, everybody doing well as Jared Stone still up front. AJ Cruz there in second. Joey Lamb in third. Caleb Ramsey in fourth. Dylan Mosley there in fifth. Ryan Melbourne still running around here and gets into that outside wall. And DJ and Matt get together. We'll see exactly how this happened. Unless they're two different accidents, we will wait and see. It looks like we're looking at DJ here. Not exactly sure what happened to DJ. But Matt left the pit lanes, and it's coming up that he crashed. And we'll see here. It looks like DJ's having a lot of issues here tonight in that number 19 of Alpina. Or Alpina. And there's where he did that. And trying to figure out what exactly happened. And I'm not finding it at the moment. He got into the wall there, coming down here into the next corner. Looks like oh man, what a hit there for DJ as he smashed it. That would explain why he jumped into the pits. Mosley, though, he's having some more issues. Here, we'll look at Dylan Mosley. Coming around the corner and into the outside wall. We'll see what he does coming down here into the next corner over the bridge. and locks it up and it gets into that outside wall. See what happened to Matt, as Matt also having some troubles. All right, really, Matt just unable to make that corner. Oh, back to live racing here at the streets of Chicago once again for the Genesis Cup Series. And we're looking at the 96 right now of Ryan Milburn. And he had some issues navigating that corner, it looked like. And now we're working through off of corner coming into corner number 11 for Milburn. And Matt lapped down. DJ called it done. He is out. So Jared Stone has finally given up the lead here to AJ Cruz. So he's got to fight back here to get back up there to the lead as these two drivers are battling it out here in these Ford Mustangs here tonight. And when we're looking through the field, I'm seeing a bunch of Fords and maybe 4 Chevys. And the 96 right there, Ryan Milburn is having issues as he spun it coming off of that corner. Tries to get it navigate this corner and gets through as they come down here in the corner number 3 and heading back up here to corner number 4 before heading into that hard right-hand corner number 5. 90-degree corner right here. Can he navigate it? Okay, these 90-degree turns here at Chicago, the streets of Chicago are nothing to sneeze at as they are very tough and hard to get through as we're seeing Jared Stone and AJ Cruz working through the track here tonight. Now, AJ Cruz started and looks to be 5th position as he's up to 1st. Currently, Jared Stone was your pole sitter and has fallen back now in the 2nd. And that could be a lot to do of how you're driving. I mean, if you're running qualifying laps, you're going to be pushing a lot harder, using that car up. And look at them brakes glow on that number 57 machine as he comes into the corner. See if we can get another shot of it here as he comes in. See them brake rotors just glowing away. And now they're coming down through the straightaway, just crossed the start-finish line and back into corner number 1. And the front brakes still a glowing on AJ Cruz machine. We'll see if Stone has about the same thing going on with his. As you see there, and yes, he does. The rotors were just a glowing on that number 13 as it came through corner number 2. Now down here into corner number 3, heading over to corner number 4 before heading into that right-hand corner number 5. And as you see, that beautiful shot there of the rotor glowing on that number 13 machine as they work their way around the racetrack here tonight and through the streets of Chicago as we're getting up to lap number 13 is what we're currently working on. And everybody's still really spread out through the track. Wish you viewers could really see what I'm seeing here as sometimes it almost looks like the dots are going to collide, but it's just the way the track is laid out. Because when they come to the one intersection, they make right-hand corners and if we can get a decent shot of it, we'll see if we can get a blimp shot or something over top of that corner. Well, no, that's not going to work. How about a chopper shot? Chopper shot might show it best as they work through that corner. As we look here at the number 13, as he works through corner number 12. Now up here comes that center cornering, or that center of the racetrack as they work through the streets. You'll see one half of the racetrack here turn left, the other one making a left-hand turn the other way. So just on beyond that 45-degree barrier wall is the other half of the racetrack as they work through the avenues and the streets here in Chicago. And yes, they are actually racing on the streets. I'm not exactly sure how they closed down the roads to do this, but NASCAR was there this past weekend and put on a show through the rain. Not sure when iRacing's going to bring rain to these cars. But we know iRacing's been doing a good deal with different race or different doing different things here for the cars. As there you see a 57 locking them up tight to get through that corner, and the 13 of Jared Stone slowly gaining on him here, slowly bringing that gap down as he's only a half a second behind him. But through the rest of the field, they're about 40 seconds behind back here to Joey Lamb, who's just trying to hold on and finish cleanly here tonight. Caleb Ramsey there in fourth. Dylan Mosley on pit lane after he had a bad crash there. And sometimes it's hard for me to pick up on what's crashes or what's just a little bump, but this one was definitely a hard crash. We'll take a look at Dylan Mosley here. He comes down here into the corner, trying to navigate this right-hand corner and just doesn't. And he had kind of similar happen to him as what happened to Matt, as that front clip just comes off the race car, bouncing across the racetrack there, and now he brings it through another corner and hits there. Tough break there as we head back here into live racing. And there you see Jared Stone there in second, AJ Cruz there in first, Caleb Ramsey there in fourth, with Ryan Milburn there in fifth. There's our leaders, AJ Cruz, and still out here on pit road is Joey Lamb. Ryan Milburn here in the 96, Nathan Lafayette back here in 6th, Curtis Ecker in 7th, Dylan Mosley didn't quite get that car repaired the way he was hoping to, I'm sure, as he's still missing that front clip on that machine after being in the pits. And I'm sure he's already used the fast repair that they have. And I think the league only gets one fast repair, so now he's got to be careful, as he could end up breaking that car even more if he's not careful and ends up getting into the wall there coming off the corner. Brings it up, and he's going to try to bring it back on the pit lane. It looks like that, or he's trying to set up for this corner, which looks to be what he's doing. He's trying to set up for that 90-degree left-hand corner. Now he comes back for a 90-degree right-hand corner. I'm sorry, that was the left-hand corner. And now we have this little, not sure exactly what it is, but it's a little roundabout type thing. This half-moon part of the racetrack. As he's coming through, and as you see, he's still missing that front clip on that machine. We'll see if he pulls it back in. No, he does not. Well, no, he's not to pit lane. I'm sorry yet. As we're currently watching him here, we'll see what he does when he comes around this corner. Swings it way out wide, and he does bring it back in. Jared Stone and AJ Cruz out front. Caleb Ramsey here in third. And they are your only three on the lead lap as it stands right now. That's Caleb Ramsey sitting here in that number 80, in that number 5, but he's almost looking like, okay, he's on pit lane. I was going to say for a moment, I thought maybe he ran out of fuel, but he's in pit lane. AJ Cruz comes back around, and he's heading for the 96 of Ryan Milburn, who's already a lap down to Jared Stone. And the 96 will pull it in. And here comes Jared Stone around. Really locking them brakes up, doing a great job of driving here tonight. AJ Cruz here in second place, holding on. And there you see the lines are, or the rotors aren't quite as orange as they were. So I wonder if AJ came in and pitted as well, and he sure did. Stone still has yet to pit. Joey Lamb out here in third. Trying to see when he last pitted. And last pitted at lap 14. Pitting at lap 16 with Caleb Ramsey in that number 5 machine. Currently sitting in 4th position. The 00 of Nathan Lafayette. Here and 5th, Curtis Ecker. In 6th, still having issues trying to navigate these corners. Ryan Milburn back here in 7th. And Jared Stone did get around Joey Lamb, it looks like, for another time. Matt looks to be locking up, trying to keep the car together as he's missing that front once again to that machine. I'll take another look at it on the pole instant replay. As he is definitely missing the front clip of that race car. That's not going to make it easy to drive. And it looks like Matt's going to end up sliding it back into another barrier once again. And once again, he's having all kind of issues getting that car to turn now. As Dylan Mosley still sitting there on the pit road, currently sitting there in 9th. Maddish is out. Isaacs never was in. And Matt's trying to hold on there in that 8th position. Ryan Milburn trying to move up as the 8 of Curtis Ecker is on pit road. Still out front is Jared Stone and AJ Cruz as they are the only ones left on the lead lap. Question becomes, who's going to remain on the lead lap by the end of this, as it looks like Jared Stone finally pulls it in the pit lane. And here comes the number 57 down here to corner number 12. And he comes storming through. The 13 still sitting on pit lane. And there you see him sitting in that pit stall 1. And he's going to get rolling, but he's going to have to hit it hard to turn it right in front of AJ Cruz as Cruz comes back around. And that's going to close that gap up between Cruz and Stone. Joey Lamb sitting there in 3rd. As it looks like Lamb got his lap back for the time being. As now he's got Matt there in front of him. As Matt's still struggling to try to get that car around the racetrack. Pulls it over to let Joey by. There you see the 24 of Dylan Mosley. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was Jared Stone coming there through the corner that we saw, along with the 57 of AJ Cruz. So they're not too far behind Joey Lamb. So Joey Lamb's trying to get that car moving to stay on that lead lap. We are here at the streets of Chicago for the Genesis Cup Series and the Genesis Aviation, or I should say the Genesis Aviation Cup Series. A couple other race sponsors are the Racing Paints, Off Grid, and I'm sorry, but I can't seem to read the other one on my screen. Well, there you see Jared Stone, AJ Cruz. Back here toward the back, it's Caleb Ramsey, Nathan Lafayette running together. And Matt looks like he took another header into the wall. As these two drivers working around the racetrack. Really trying to find out exactly what they're doing. AJ Cruz there in 1st. Jared Stone in 2nd. Joey Lamb there in 3rd. Caleb Ramsey there in 4th. Nathan Lafayette in 5th. Ryan Milburn in 6th with Curtis Ecker there in 7th. Matt in 8th, and Dylan Mosley back here in 9th. And again, A.J. Cruz back to the lead after getting around Stone, but Stone not giving up as he's right there on the bumper of Cruz. These two drivers really battling it hard here tonight, out front for that first and second position. Joey Lamb still sitting third, hoping those drivers keep battling as they're not that far behind him as he just come through that half moon part of the racetrack. And these two drivers also come through the half moon, making that right hand corner. Now coming down here to turn number 12 and heading for that start finish line is the number 81 of Joey Lamb. And right behind them is AJ Cruz and Jared Stone. And they head down here and make that left hand 90-degree corner here at the center of the racetrack. There you see the two race cars there in the back of the picture there. That is AJ Cruz and Jared Stone. This is Joey Lamb trying to hold on to third position, but possibly going a lap down. Caleb Ramsey, lap down back here in fourth. Nathan Lafayette, a lap down back here in fifth. Ryan Milburn, a lap down in sixth. Curtis Ecker, 2 laps down. Matt, 3 laps down. Moosley, 3 laps down. And Maddish is out. These two drivers trying to get through here. Side by side, front and back here for that first and second. Joey Lamb doing all he can to try to stay ahead of the leaders, but unfortunately, I don't think it's going to matter as we're only on lap 21 of 50. And there's 50 laps total to be here at the streets of Chicago. And not having any cautions being a road course, these drivers are doing what they can here tonight. Coming through another right-hand corner. Heading down here to corner number 12 and around to the start-finish line. AJ Cruz still our leader. Jared Stone there in second. Joey Lamb here in third, but he's actually in front of the leaders at the moment as he's working on the back end of the lead lap cars. And I believe he is the only lead lap car that is that far back as first and second are running nose to tail. So if you're a Chevy fan, you're not liking kind of what you're seeing because we got Curtis Ecker on pit road in the pits. Matt beat up here in his Chevrolet. Ryan Milburn, he's back here in sixth, but still not having the best night for him here as they're running through the streets. So not a good night for Chevrolet fans as Jared Stone is here on the bumper of AJ Cruz trying to find a way around. As we got Joey Lamb, and that may be a deciding factor as they come up over top of the bridge here in the corner number 11. Or I'm sorry. Coming up over the bridge in the corner number 8. Come around 9 into 10. And all through 11. And looks like Cruz gets around okay, and so does Stone. But Stone's going to try to hang it in there, see if he can get that line coming into the next corner, but he does not as Cruz comes up in front of him to make this right-hand corner into corner number 1. Stone there, though. Not sure if Cruz is nervous about that rear shot or not. And I don't think there we go. There's a pretty good shot as we're looking on board to the back off of AJ Cruz, number 57. You can see Stone there. Trying to work his way up through. And he's there on the bumper, quite literally, of AJ Cruz coming down here. Corner number 8 again, up and over the bridge. And down here in the corner number 9. And coming around through 10. And the 24 of Dylan Moosley is going to be affecting these lead cars as well, as he's the next one out front of the leaders. He comes up over top of this bridge. Well, there goes Moosley. Across the start-finish line, and here comes your leaders. They're right behind them. There's a pretty good shot of them closing in. As there goes Cruz and Stone, 1 and 2 around the corner. Doing okay, but Stone looks to be getting a run here as they come down here into the corner. Has to lock him up pretty good. Tries to get around, and he does, as he's got them brakes glowing hot down here into corner number 3, heading around to corner number 4. And, oh, man, what a slide. They're out of that 13 as he slides it in there and takes a good slam to the wall. That's going to let Cruz come back around. As we're coming around to 26 laps to go, if my count is right. Stone now has got to get back up there. Had a little miscommunication there, I think, with his feet coming into that last corner. As he ends up sliding it. Last time he was in the lead, that is. Last time he was in the lead in that corner. Ended up sliding it hard into that outside wall. Ryan Milburn has entered pit road. AJ Cruz and Stone out front as they get around that number 24 of Dylan Mosley. And it looks like almost like Stone maybe battling a little bit of a loose race car as he tries to bring it through the corners. There you see Joey Lamb, a couple laps down here in third. Maybe 1 lap down. I believe he's just 1 lap down there in third. As they're working down here through corner number 4 into corner number 5. Looks like we may have lost some racers here. We'll have to see, as it looks like we have a few that may be out, as we got Lamb down 1, Ramsey down 1, Lafayette down 1. Milburn down, sitting in the pits. Mosley down 4. Yeah, there we go. Ecker is out. Madish is out. So we got 2 out right now. And that is Curtis Ecker, who is currently sitting in 9th, and DJ Madish, who is in 10th. Chris Isaacs is a no-show, and there we see the battle still continues for that front lead as they come up over the hump down here in the corner number 12, heading back for that start-finish line and making it 25 laps to go. So we are officially halfway done with this race. Down here in the corner number 1, they come side by side, and out in front of them, that is the number 19, I think, of the... No, that's not the 19. It's the 24 of Dylan Moosley again. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm wrong. That 00, maybe? No. Oh, yeah, that is the 00 there of Nathan Lafayette there in front of the leaders. Not sure if Stone can use these lap cars as a pick or not as laps are winding down. And it's only him and Cruz out there in front. Down here in the corner number 8, around 9. Around 8 into 9. Coming around the corner number 10, and in the hard left or hard right corner into corner number 11. And back to the start finish line as they come through corner number 12. The 96 of Ryan Milburn coming on the pit road. He'll go another lap down. As you see that number 00 give way to the leaders as they come down, and there the 13 gave a good shove there to the 57. Coming into the corner, Stone really gave a shot to Cruz, but definitely backed off. He could have really went around him, but he chose to play a little bit more sportsman there, and they come around the racetrack here. The 57 out front. Stone there in second. He's had some problems here through the night. As we saw, he locked him up and really here's some talking going on the radio as the driver, they're trying to figure out what exactly is going on with the number 57 of AJ Cruz after that shot there from Jared Stone. Definitely not intentional. And we definitely could tell that by the way Stone backed off and let the 57 get rolling, and then he took off. They come around in the corner, number 12, coming back around to the start-finish line. Still doing fairly well out there in front with now 23 laps to go here at the streets of Chicago. I want to thank everybody that's tuning in to a little bit different racing style here tonight. And I'm sorry, I should have a co-host tonight to really help pass the time, or a little bit more radio style, split the track at least in half. As everybody's coming through here in the corners right now as Cruz and Stone out front. Joey Lamb there in third. Caleb Ramsey there in fourth. Nathan Lafayette there in fifth. Brian Milburn there in sixth. Dylan Mosley there in seventh. Matt sitting on pit road in eighth. Not sure if he's going to call it done or not, as he's currently just sitting there in that eighth position in the pit, laps down. Caleb Ramsey there in fourth with Nathan Lafayette in fifth. Those two, if they can get together, would be battling for position. And right now, it looks like Lafayette is sitting behind Joey Lamb. So I'm not sure where the group is at, as it seems like we're getting group back up a little bit. The faster cars getting kind of... Well, it looks like the 5 of Caleb Ramsey is nowhere near the other cars in the racetrack right now, as he's about a half a lap behind everybody. And if we can get kind of a up top view as they come down here, there's a better view. There you can see this intersection right there. This part of the racetrack, he'll make a left. The others are going to go up there to the top side and make a left. As we see AJ Cruz coming into pit lane, Stone coming into pit lane. Joey Lamb, he continued on up around the racetrack. So it looks like the leaders are playing cordial as they're waiting there for a little bit of repair on the 57 of Cruz machine. They're both on the lead lap, and they really don't have much to worry, as Lamb is just now coming by to possibly get back onto that same lap as those two drivers. Caleb Ramsey getting a lap back as well, with the two of them sitting there, I believe. Okay, so Ramsey and Lamb are battling for position, but they're too far out from one another. Stone coming out. Here comes Cruz. Stone and Cruz really doing a lot of great sportsmanship between those two as Matt looks to finally have a front end on that car once again. As we saw a few times here tonight, he really didn't, but he's already got that front clip all beat up too as he tries to make his way through the racetrack here tonight. Jared Stone down here in the corner number 6, or I'm sorry, 7 up to 8. No, that is 6. Yeah, I was 6 now through 7 down through 8. Now they're coming through 9 and around to 10. As Lamb is sitting third, Lafayette a lap down on Lamb as Lamb got around him. Here comes the 5 down here in the corner number 1. He's currently sitting fourth at Caleb Ramsey, number 5 machine here tonight. AJ Cruz. AJ Cruz here out front as your race leader at the moment. Joey Lamb there in third. We've got the lap down car of Nathan Lafayette there behind him. Caleb Ramsey still minding his own going around the racetrack right now. So I'm trying to figure out what drivers may be able to make it to the end, and it's going to come down to these two drivers right here, Cruz and Stone. As they work off of corner number 6 up here in the corner number 7, this hard right hand corner up to corner number 8. And now as they come through this half moon of corner number 9 down over here to corner number 10 with 21 laps to go as they come into corner number 11 down here in the corner number 12. So this is 11. They're going to come down over this bridge down in the corner number 12. They're heading down here. It looks to be. We got somebody smoking. Not sure exactly who that is. Right there in front of the leaders. I think they probably went down pit lane. Was that Milburn or was that... Oh, man, Matt. Having not a night at all. Yeah, he's lost the front clip of that machine once again. Jared Stone second. AJ Cruz there in first. Hanging on there. And it looks like Stone ends up hitting that outside wall there. As he's trying, and he hits the outside wall again. That's not going to help him get up there to Cruz. That helped gap him quite a bit as Cruz gets up through here. Down here in the corner number 11, up through over top here in corner number 12 now. As Stone works his way through corner number 12, back out here onto where the straightaway is, as we see Ryan Milburn coming there to the pit road. All right, I'm sorry, that's Caleb Ramsey in that number 5 machine coming to pit road. AJ Cruz still up front. Jared Stone struggling here. Joey Lamb. On him on an out lap, maybe. Oh no, Joey Lamb heading in. And we got Stone coming up over top of the bridge down here in the corner. Number 8. In the corner, number 9 now, as Cruz is already through 9 and into 10. And coming down here in the corner, number 11. And there you see Stone trying to rush his way down here in the corner, number 11, as they come up over the bridge down here in the corner, number 12 now. Front to back, these front 2 drivers doing all they can to kind of play it nice. And there you see Joey Lamb out here in 3rd. As the 57 of Stone and Cruz are slowly gaining on him once again. There you see the 96 of Ryan Milburn coming back out on track. Matt still sitting there with a broken race car. Dylan Mosley also with a front clip missing. Seems to be doing okay here. It's amazing how many of these drivers want to try to turn them into a open engine modified. But again, like I said before, this is not an easy track. This is a very, very tough technical racetrack, as you're not on a racetrack. You're actually running through the streets. You're running through downtown Chicago, and you're running the streets of Chicago. Nathan Lafayette up here in 5th in that 00. And you see the 5 of Ramsey. Get loose, ends up getting into that outside wall. So he's got to try to gather it back up, and he's got the 00 of Nathan Lafayette breathing down on him. It may be a battle for position, and it is, between the 00 and Caleb Ramsey. Joey Lamb looks like he has pulled it into the pits. Once again, here with 17 laps to go, Joey Lamb in pits. Caleb Ramsey here in 4th. Nathan Lafayette there in 5th. Out front, though, it's still Cruz and Stone battling it out, and Cruz really hanging on to it well now, as Stone, I think, might be pushing just a tad hard in places. It's those minor mistakes that really capitalize whether you can win here at Chicago or at the streets or not. As we're seeing it here in the streets of Chicago, Genesis Aviation Cup Series here tonight. And this is all brought to you by the Old Glory Racing League. Jared Stone still sitting 2nd. Joey Lamb still sitting 3rd, as he's back out on track now with 17 laps to go. Nathan Lafayette in 5th. Dylan Mosley there in 6th. Ryan Milburn there in 7th. Matt in 8th. Still sitting there on pit road. So the ones that are classified as out are Ecker, Mattish, and Isaac. Didn't run at all. As we're looking at Lamb coming down through the corner. Joey Lom. Might be saying Lamb, but it might be Lom. Down here in the corner, number 6 comes Lom. Stone out here in second. AJ Cruz there in first. Somebody needs to tell me how to say Joey's last name, and I think I'm not getting it right. He's sitting here in third. AJ Cruz first, Jared Stone in second. 15 laps to go as they cross the stripe here at Chicago, the streets of Chicago. Already down there in the corner number 12. AJ Cruz still leading the way as Stone is up there in second. Joey Lamb still running around in third. Caleb Ramsey here in fourth. Nathan Lafayette fifth. Joey Lamb still sitting third. So I'm trying to see where these guys are at on the racetrack to see if we got any battles at all happening. And does not look like it at all, as AJ Cruz and Stone are still our leaders out front. Joey Lamb there in third. Caleb Ramsey fourth. Nathan Lafayette, as you see there on the racetrack, in fifth. And we got a few that are in the pits. That is Mosley, Milburn, and Matt still sitting in the pits. Now, Matt's been sitting there for quite a few laps, so he may just have called it done and just sitting there waiting for the race to run out. Milburn may be doing the same thing, as well as Mosley, but unsure. And we got Jared Stone out there in second, Cruz there in front. Those two have really been putting on a show quite well out front here tonight for the Genesis Aviation Cup Series as they work down here through the corner. As they slide through and in the corner number 11 and across the bridge coming down in the corner number 12. Oh, they come down here in the corner number 2. Around coming to corner number 3 now. And we saw a small battle there. Looks like between the 00 and the 96. But they are laps apart from one another, as they both struggle through the track here this evening. And Stone takes another header off of Cruz having issues now as well. So Stone retakes the lead. Cruz now having issues, and he can't get that car to turn now. As he gets passed by a couple of lap cars now, heading back around here with 12 laps to go. That is a tough break here for Cruz, as Stone is now going to be heading, well, Stone is into the pits. We'll see how well that goes, as here comes this 57. As he comes around, he's going to bounce it up the wall, and he'll bring it into the pits as well. Things are getting interesting here, as our front 2 leaders are back on the pit road to try to get some repairs. And there's our pole sitter, the 13 of Jared Stone, pulling it in. And AJ Cruz, who started towards the back, he's going to bring it in. Joey Lamb, he's now back on the lead lap. As he comes around the corners here, just kind of minding his own business, trying to keep everything together. As the front 2 leaders are on pit road, are they going to get off in time before Lamb comes back around? As that would be something kind of interesting to see now that Lamb is back on the lead lap and Cruz is on his way out. See how well that car handles, as here comes Stone as well. Alrighty, so what happened here to oh, he come in and caught the barrier. Tough there for Cruz, as he's falling back now, as he's sitting in the pits. Stone there now on the lead lap, and there is Lamb there in the 81. Now Stone's trying to work his way through the corners. Things can really change in a hurry on this road course. Well, I'm trying to keep that speed up. Now, he comes down here in the corner number 6. What the heck going on here now? No. Stupid thing. I gotta put that turn back on. Stupid son of a wicked thing. Now we're back normal again. Alrighty, so Stone out there in front. Ramsey and Lafayette battling for position if they can get together. Cruz sitting here in fifth after having such a wonderful run after starting sixth. Ends up coming out in fifth for the moment. We'll see how well it goes as Mosley's still out on track. Milburn out on track. Those two drivers still could possibly pick up a couple here as Cruz is in the pits. Mosley Air is 4 laps down. Milburn is 7 laps down. Like I said, those two drivers still on the track. And as it stands, there you see AJ Cruz sitting there without a bumper, similar to Matt. Joey Lom there in second. Stone there in first. He ends up bouncing it off the wall, trying to get set up here in the corner number 1, I believe, and that certainly it was. Ramsey back here in that number 5 machine, sitting third. Even though he's a lap down, he's still on a podium. In that third spot, Nathan Lafayette here in fourth, climbed up there after the unfortunate night-ending problems there for Cruz. As Cruz is just watching the laps tick by now here as we got 9 to go. Stone trying to do all he can to get through. Caleb Ramsey sitting third in that 5. Joey there in second. Stone out front in that number 13 Pennzoil machine. 9 laps to go, and he's coming around at corner 11, coming up over the bridge, coming here into corner number 12. As the laps are winding down here for the Genesis Aviation Cup Series, he'll come around corner number 12, and he's going to make this 8 laps to go. You'll see Lom come this way, or I'm sorry, Lom go off in a distance the other way, as here comes Stone through the corner this way. Going on there in second, Stone out front. Ramsey sitting there third, a lap down. Now, here's going to be the interesting thing. Is Joey going to be able to hold on to the lead lap? And he may be able to, as there's still a half a track between him and Stone, as we'll watch from the blimp cam here. Watch to the upper side of the screen as he comes through. You'll see him come this way. There goes Stone around the other way. As it looks like Cruz is going to pull back out on the racetrack. Wonder if he's got that steering fixed or not. Or at least got it fixed enough that he's not going to lose any more laps. As Lafayette is there, as AJ is probably looking like he's about 6 laps down or so. Stone and Joey are out front here on the lead lap. For how long? That's what the question remains. Down here in the corner number 6 for Joey. 6 laps to go for Stone as he came through corner number 1, heading down here into corner number 2. 6 laps to go here at the streets of Chicago. As you see the 13 there of Stone working his way through corner number 4 and 5, coming up here to corner number 6, which is a right-hand corner, or I'm sorry, a left-hand corner. And he's slowly making ground on the 81, but I just don't think it's going to be enough since there is half a track to go between Lom and Stone. So I think they're going to be pretty much locked in the first and second. Ramsey probably will be locked in the third as long as nothing changes. But Cruz still out here trying to get some points running around here in fifth as he hasn't given up spots yet. So he may only be like 3 laps down. We'll see as the ticker comes through here. Lom is minus 50 seconds. Ramsey minus 1. Lafayette minus 1. Cruz minus 2. So Cruz is only 2 laps down. Mosley is 4. I kind of thought Cruz was down more than that. Guess he's not. But he's got that car working now as he comes down here into corner number 5. As he heads around to that left-hand corner, number 6. Now this track is all right-hand corners except 2. And that is right at the center of the racetrack, race course. There you see Cruz working his way down. And in front of him is that 00 machine of Lafayette. Stone up here in front still. 5 laps to go. Everybody just waiting for him to kind of bring these laps down to finish this one out here tonight. Hey, Lafayette, Matt, all sitting there on, well, Matt sitting on pit road. Kurt Ecker is out. Maddish is out. Sorry, not Smith, but Maddish. Ryan Milburn's going around the racetrack trying to get some things figured out here in that number 96 machine, just trying to keep it safe. And we see a lot of drivers missing that front bumper here tonight, with Stone and Lamb on your Mom on your front row, or your sorry, not your front row, but your front 2 drivers at the moment. Like I said, Joey's losing some time there to Stone, but I just don't think it's going to be enough to put Joey a lap down once again, as Ramsey is in the pits. Cruz working his way through corner number 9 and 10 down here into corner number 11. Up over the bridge, coming to corner number 12. Caleb Ramsey still sitting on pit road. Is he going to pick up a lap here to Ramsey? Looks like he's going to. Not sure what's going on here with Ramsey. As Cruz gets a lap back to Ramsey. So they're both on the same lap now. As Cruz is trying to maybe gain up another position, but I just don't think, I think he's going to be too little too late for him, unfortunately. And it looks like Stone has really got this one wrapped up here tonight in that number 13 machine. Pennzoil sponsored Ford. As he's heading down here into the corner. Lafayette here in third. Caleb Ramsey in fourth. Cruz there in fifth. And again, Stone out front. Lamb there in second. Lafayette in third. With Ramsey fourth. Cruz in fifth. Cruz and Ramsey are on the same lap. From what I can tell, yeah. Lafayette, though, and Caleb are on the same lap. Caleb's going to work on that. Was that the 24 machine of Dylan Mosley? Yes. 24 machine of Dylan Mosley missing the front clip as they come down here in the corner number one, that hard left-hand corner. And I think we saw Stone coming through the back. There he is. He's coming to try to put them a lap down a little bit more. So he might put a couple drivers a little bit more down, but he will not catch Joey. So Joey will most likely finish there in second. And there you see him take a slam off a corner. That was off of corner number 4, heading into 5. Now he's coming down here into 6. Two laps to go here for Stone. Lap and a half to go. Down here into corner number 7, into 8. He's got some lap traffic in front of him. That is the 24 of Mosley. And in front of Mosley looks like Ramsey. Ramsey in that number 5 machine here tonight as they all work through corner 11 and back around here. It is Stone coming up here to corner number 12 now. Heading around. It is going to be Stone coming across the line to make it. Final lap here at Streets of Chicago. Down here in the corner number 1, Cruz looks like he will finish there in 5th. And Stone isn't done beating that car up yet as he just took a header there in corner number 1. Down here in the corner number 2 he comes. And down into 3 now. And over to 4 and 5. 5 is a hard 90-degree turn, sending them back into the center of the race grid, or into the center of the race map. Down here to that corner, as we said before, it's an interesting corner because you watch, he's going to come down and go upwards because of the way our blimp is sitting, and you'll see some of the cars might come down there. No, we don't see any that time, but that is part of the racetrack going down there to the bottom of your screen as the 81 of Joey just come through there on his last lap. So 13 coming around, doing all he can to keep it together for 2 more corners now as he comes off of 10, heading towards corner number 11. Cross the bridge down here in the corner number 12, and it looks to be like it's going to be Stone for the win tonight at And he's going to pull it on the pit lane. That's an interesting move here on the final lap. Race is over. We're going to wait to see if we can get the results up here. See if anybody comes in for interviews at the end of this as well. See Nathan here in the 00 machine as he finished third. As we got our grid now, or our finishing results, I should say. Jared Stone out there in first with Joey Lom there in second. And why is that there? That shouldn't be. Oh, this stupid thing here is just giving me issues. Give me one quick second here as we got a small problem on here. Not sure why that's even there. That makes no sense to me. All right, that should have fixed it. So now we have here for the Genesis Cup Series. The Genesis Aviation Cup Series, we have Jared Stone there in first, Joey Lom second, Nathan Lafayette there in third, Caleb Ramsey there in fourth, AJ Cruz fifth, Dylan Mosley there in sixth, Ryan Milborn there in seventh, Curtis Ecker there in eighth, Matt in ninth, DJ Maddish in 10th, and Chris Isaacs finishing tonight in 11th. Oh, you would turn that back on, you stinking thing. All right, so that's that. Now we got to hide this. There we go. And clear everything as we get set. Beautiful picture of the fountain there in Chicago. Now as we get with Nathan Lafayette. Good evening, Nathan. How's it going?
Well, survived. I get the main thing, right?
That's right. You survived. You surprised you come away with third? Nathan, you surprised you came away with third?
Yeah, very much so. Especially after screwing up like lap two and putting in the wall. I'm like, oh boy, just try to survive the rest of the race. And one by one, the other drivers ran into their problems, and thankfully their problems are worse than mine, and I was able to get by them.
Well, this is definitely a very, very tough course because it's not like you're racing on any type of racetrack. You're actually racing through the actual streets. So it's definitely an interesting course to say the least. I think there's only one other course like this in the U.S., if I'm thinking correctly.
There's a few of them, but yeah, it's certainly a unique type of thing. And man, the track's super bumpy and tight corners, and the wall's just right there. It's a challenge.
It definitely a challenge. Who's your sponsors and shout outs you'd like to give tonight?
Well, thanks to the White Line team, and we didn't have the greatest performance tonight, but we got at least one of us on the podium. And thanks to you for broadcasting, and Genesis and all the other sponsors, Moza. I forget all the sponsors the league has, but appreciate all them and Curtis and Chris putting the leagues and stuff on. So appreciate everybody.
It was definitely interesting to watch. Kind of feel bad for AJ tonight as he had a great run tonight as well, but it just couldn't quite keep it up there in the top. But congrats for you getting kind of pulled in there to third. That should help you out in points some, I would think.
Yeah, we'll take all the help we can get to getting ready for final push for the playoffs. So we'll take it.
Well, good luck to you, and hopefully you can continue this momentum a little bit in the next week, and we'll see if you can get up into the podium again.
Sounds good. I appreciate it.
Alrighty, you have a good night there, Nathan.
You too.
That was Nathan Stone or Nathan Lafayette, our third place driver. We're getting with Shane Stone now. Shane, how's it going here in Victory Lane tonight?
Hey, how's it going? I'm good. I'm just sitting back watching my mistakes here.
Well, I think one of the mistakes, I know it wasn't intentional. You kind of got a little hot going into the one corner and got into the back of AJ, but I don't think that was his. I don't think that was his complete undoing.
No, but it helped.
I'm sure it helped, but like I said, I don't think he could blame his night completely on you.
No. And I tried to do the right thing. We came in and pit, and I hung out. I didn't even need to pit. I just hung out and waited for his damages to clear up a little bit. So he was definitely faster than me. Until I started downshifting into first. For some reason, once I started downshifting into first, in nearly every turn, I was just picking up on him, and we were bumper to bumper racing for a while there. I'm sure. I hope that was pretty exciting for your viewers.
Well, it definitely helped. I'll say that much because you guys were pretty much strung out all over the racetrack tonight.
Oh gosh.
And I don't know why I keep calling it a racetrack. It's more of a race course.
Right. No, it's really cool though, because I actually just got back from Chicago after 5 hours of delays and flights. But yeah, I was actually there. So
you were there for this race?
Yeah, we were there last year too. So it's always nice to get on the track that you able to walk and see it in person.
So what's it like actually racing on the course you watch?
I know it, right? Yeah, and we didn't rent a car or anything, so I don't know what it's like to actually drive on these streets, but Ubering and taxiing and riding a bus and stuff. I don't know. No, it's super exciting, man. I love all the skyscrapers and the scenery as you're driving by. You're walking through downtown, and you get to see that stuff as you're heading down the backstretch. Man, it's so much fun.
Well, I'm sure it is. So congrats again on getting first tonight and getting into Victory Lane. Who's your sponsors and shout-outs you'd like to shout out to tonight?
Hey, I think you're kind of breaking up. I don't know if it's you or me, but
it's probably me. I haven't figured out what Discord's doing to me yet. But who's your sponsors and shout-outs you'd like to give tonight?
I don't have any sponsors. Shout out to Ford Sport Racing. Dylan said if we couldn't get a podium, then I better win. So he kind of gave me the motivation to keep pushing and keep chasing AJ. But I want to say to anybody that's in Old Glory, and if they're listening, don't be afraid of these road courses. Just get on them. Swallow your pride. You're gonna wreck. You're gonna make mistakes, but eventually you'll start to get it. And once you get it, it feels really good. So.
I don't think there was a car that didn't find a wall tonight.
Yes, you're absolutely right. And I bit it pretty hard there at the end. I had a meatball crossing the finish line there, if you didn't notice.
So that would explain going into the pits then.
Yeah, I didn't want to get disqualified.
That'd be the last thing you wanted was get DQ'd at the line.
Well, Joey was right on me. If I would have pit and any kind of repairs, he would have came up on me. But which was fine. He was fast too. So
Yeah, he kind of was just minding his own race there, and I know there was for a while you guys were kind of lapping him, and then he'd unlap himself, and then you'd lap him again. Oh, it was definitely
It's
back
been
and
a mix
forth
of
for him tonight.
trying to be consistent, slowing down, and then just getting that impatience and wanting to get the best lap. So, which I hopefully got. So
Well, we'll see. I'm for best lap. Looks like you do have the best lap at a minute 30.
yeah, minute 30, which is still kind of slow, but hey, I'll take it.
Joey Spassis was a 132, and Cruz, his best was a 131.
Yeah, I think you're breaking up again, but I just wanted to thank you for broadcasting these things. I don't know what's going on with Richard, but I hope he's good. I hope he's not ill or anything. But I'm glad you're there and still broadcasting our stuff, man. I appreciate it.
Well, we got somebody messaging here on the chat box, and somebody
Oh no.
they're saying that these roads are not fun in an actual street car either.
Very true. I ran these in a GT3 the other night, and it wasn't much better. So
Well, I'm thinking he's talking like an actual car in real life on them
yeah,
streets.
yeah. That's very true. There are some. I mean, it says something in Chicago when you're going down the main drag, and it has a giant sign that says "rough road." That doesn't sit well.
Well, I know in the backwoods of New York, they got a road that they call Lover's Lane, but it's anything but.
I love it.
So, but you have a wonderful night there, Stone, and hopefully you can carry these points into next week. And hopefully Richard is doing fine, and hopefully he can get with me and we can figure out what in the world's going on with
He got
my.
broke up again, but I appreciate you. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, like I said, I'm hoping that Richard will get with me and figure this whole mic issue out on Discord. So.
I didn't catch that, but yeah,
Alrighty.
thanks. We'll catch you next week.
Alrighty, we'll catch you later. I'm going to get with Richard to find out what in the world's going on. Thank you, Stone. Alrighty, that was Stone there, our victory winner. I do not see Joey anywhere, so he might have passed on his interview here tonight. If he wants to get one, we'll catch with him next week. As we had a great time here in Chicago at the streets of Chicago. Hopefully, everybody bear with me and everybody on the stream side could hear me. I haven't figured out what's going on with Discord yet, so hopefully I didn't blow eardrums out or anything on the stream side, but we'll go back and look and hopefully get some things straightened out. Thank you all for watching.